Say that if God gives you a gift and you don't use it, he'll take it away. And you don't need to sit me around a circle of people with the same problem for me to admit that I have an addiction because I abuse it every chance I get. See, I now realize God gave me a gift, so I no longer fight this shit. And I can't recall how many times I called in sick just so I can write this shit uninterrupted with no distractions, no corruption, just me and my thoughts dancing with each other's hearts until our wrists give way to my lips taking over, and then what comes out is beautiful medicine. Like music to your eardrums. This ink is intoxicating. I never want to be sober. Prentice Powell is an addict. Tell a friend. Tell a friend I have something valid to say at a time when broken down the dopest lines disintegrate to nonsense. In a time where a man who puts his heart into his art gets overlooked because his shit contains content, so call me a junkie. Call me contaminated when the words on the radio have 12-year-olds seeking affection. Walking around brain dead, thinking with their erections, living with no fear. We got rappers telling our peers how to live. Stay strapped. Pack a gat says a man with 13 kids who still hasn't realized he's in the streets using the wrong kind of protection. So I'm constantly trying to find ways of connecting to brothers who live lives so backwards you would think they were dyslexic. So in case you're in here, allow me to break it down to you. That understand, please, hurt and love of space age from right from a space of love and hurt. Please understand that from learn to person one, at least have they so sons by four, right for my sons, so they have at least one person to learn from. Now it get you do you get it now. With living blind with our right eye open and left closed. Expose the videos, holes and balling, and I ain't gonna lie, I tried to kick that poetry shit, but if you ever picked up a pen and put it to the paper, you know that ink, man, that ink, man, it just keep on calling me, you know. A lot of people want to call me a good father and want insight into my personal life, but I tell them don't look, because if they did, I'm scared they see how many times I've neglected my kids for my notebook. I'm constantly on Twitter checking to see if my poetry gets a mention. Hate staying in hotels when I travel because I'm scared of walking into an intervention. Shit, I'm high right now. You know, sometimes I swear I caught what Gil Scott got. Sometimes I feel like a shell of my former self, a turkey without the stuffing. Last night I threw on some mid-60s soul music, found myself itching for my pen again. Now I'm on my David Ruffin. This temptation is so strong. I got people telling me to hold on, but how can I do so when the most therapeutic thing to do in my life is to write and simply let go? Amy Winehouse, gone. Kurt Cobain, gone. Whitney, gone. Either my pen or syringe. Being on stage is like flying high in a 5-day coke binge. This is my life. This shit is not for everybody. You gotta have strong veins because this shit can cut deep. Hi, my name is Prentice, and I'm an artist, or at least I thought I was, because according to this country, I'm not. According to this country, I'm not even Prentice Powell. According to this country, there is no you. There is only who I want you to be. From your latest cell phones to style seeing your most recent videos to my implementation of what you call swag. If you can't brag about how many women you have but the $200 denim on your ass, you are worthless. Your purse is not hot if it is a fall edition and we are in the winter. And as long as your kids have Jordans on their feet, it is okay if they have to eat top ramen for a week for dinner. Your check is in the mail. You fail at becoming grown men, so you don't bother with your younger ones. Give them to me. I'll program them to Viacom. Have them growing up with a single mom and no males to emulate, and wonder why so many begin to have extensive rap sheets and ADD with no off switch, and download a defense that is nothing but false self-confidence shown through them being overly aggressive. Your misguided women want nothing but diamonds and Fendi, or dreams to find a professional athlete to pay for their lives, because to them being a wife is not a lifestyle, it is trendy. Trendy to have like a little black dog carried around in a bag. The deconstruction of your black man is going according to plan. Flip the coin, and for those who have chosen not to go down that road, make sure that any statement they make that may challenge their masculinity are followed by statements of insecurity. We can't have them thinking for themselves. Program dreams to be a mirage. Close enough to see, yet too far to reach. Set their aesthetics to pathetic, aka camouflage. Allow them to blend in, keyword trend. Downtown corners full of rappers who refuse to give up even though their shit sucks, but allow them to say their piece. At the very least, it'll make them a quick buck. Any more success, initiate operation exploitation. Throw them a bit more cash. I am the system. Programmed to initiate commands. You niggas, you people are programmed not to ask. Empty vessels who have sold their souls a long time ago, and you call me robotic. I am the system. Systematically set to just do. You are systematically set to just do and not think, and you call me robotic. Error, redundancy, error, repeat, error, redundancy. Pardon me. I was scanning your culture's current popular music. You want a cop to pay for killing one of you, but carry a no snitching policy in your own community, which allows you niggas, you people to have absolutely no accountability. Irony overload, reset. I am the system. Systematically set to desensitize your senseless activities surrounds your society, simultaneously making you love me while shaking in your boots. And for those who dare to overthrow me, allow me to remind thee, 'tis I who provides you with the land and seeds you use to grow your little grassroots. I am the system. Trying to figure out how you're going to detach yourself from something that's set up for you to fail. So lately, my solution was I started to go beyond the internet for the knowledge I was seeking and got back into reading. But now the things that I'm speaking are seeming to have more of a deeper meaning to me. See, now I'm starting to think shame on me for believing the first thing someone was willing to feed me. See, I was wondering why I wasn't growing, but I wasn't sowing anything. I was walking around feeling like dirt while the media and people planted their own seeds in me, and now that I realized that I get criticized for believing in me. I realized I didn't want a bunch of little ones floating around